Let's begin. Today's December 11th, 2024, and we're solving the Daily Turing Machine Puzzle. Today's puzzle uses the following 5 criteria cards. Criteria cards 4, 15, 17, 19, and 21. And the puzzle uses the orange verification cards. The code above is your way to get more information on today's puzzle by searching the code on turingmachine.info. Let's go solve. So in our grid above, we've got our 5 criteria cards. On the top row, we've got criteria card A, criteria card B, and criteria card C. On the bottom row, we've got criteria card D, and finally criteria card E. Criteria card A takes a look at our middle digit, the square digit, and compares it to the number 4. So should the value of square be less than 4? Should it be equal to 4? Or should the value of square be greater than 4? Criteria card B will take a look at our 3 digits, triangle, square, and circle, and the Turing machine will let us know which one is the absolute largest. Should triangle be the largest? Should square be the largest? Or should circle be the largest? Criteria card C will take a look at the 3-digit solution, and the Turing machine will let us know how many evens there are. Are there no evens? Is there a single even? Perhaps 2, maybe even all 3 are even. Criteria card D will take a look at our first 2 digits, triangle and square, add them together, and compare the sum to the number 6. So should the sum be less than 6? Should it be equal to 6? Or should the sum be greater than 6? And finally, criteria card E, again, takes a look at the 3-digit solution, but this time it'll let us know a little bit about structure. Specifically, there are 2 cases. One where the solution has a pair, as in the example 131, or alternatively, there are no pairs. But there are 2 scenarios. One where all the digits are distinct, as in the example 134, or all the digits are the same, as in the example 222. And remember, the objective of today's puzzle is to find that unique 3-digit code that abides by all of the 5 criteria cards we just described. And we're going to start off with an initial proposal of 314. So I think the first thing that I'd like to test is criteria card D. Okay, so the Turing machine does approve of my choice in my proposal 314. We are adding the first two digits based on criteria card D. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4 is less than 6, and since the Turing machine agrees with that, yes, it's true that triangle plus square must be less than 6. So let's go ahead and type that up in our notes in section D. And we'll say that triangle plus square should be less than 6. And what can we say? Well, in order for the sum of the first 2 digits to be less than 6, I don't believe that either triangle or square can be a 5, since if you add 5 even to the smallest of 1, that sum is already 6. And of course, if you choose anything else to pair up the 5 with greater than 1, well, of course, that's going to be even greater than 6. So, yeah, we can safely eliminate the 5s in both triangle and square. Okay, what else? Let's go ahead and test criteria card B. Okay, so in my proposal, I did choose circle as 4, and that is the largest in my proposal. But since the Turing machine does not agree with that, it's basically informing us that either triangle or square must be the largest. So let's go ahead and type that up in section B. And again, we'll say that either triangle or square must be the largest. And that is actually quite interesting since we want to restrict the sum of both of them to be less than 6. That's interesting that one or the other among triangle and square is the largest. So, so obviously the largest that either can be is a 4. So that means that circle, actually, yeah, that brings up a good point. So circle cannot be a 5 or a 4. So not possible for circle to be either of those, since again, it's not the largest. And, but I think that's about it. I don't think we can say much about how small triangle or square can be. At least not collectively. Individually, if we knew more information, then we could perhaps restrict it. But at this point, I don't think it's possible. Okay, so yeah, so that looks good so far. And let's see. It would be interesting. We do have this criteria card A. Well, at this point, we've already established that it can't be greater than 4. So it's either equal to 4 or smaller. How would that help? At this point, I think, it's probably likely that it'll be less than somehow. So I'm kind of more interested in either establishing how many evens there might be, or potentially if there's a pair or not. Let's see, is there any? Okay, well, let's see. If we do have an absolute largest, we still just don't know which one it is. If there's a pair, then it must be the two smaller numbers in our solution. And so at this point, yeah, I guess you could have a pair of 1s, 2s, or 3s. Obviously not 4s. But let's see. Yeah, I think I'd rather know if there's a pair or not. So let's go ahead and test criteria card E. Okay, so the Turing Machine approves of my choice and proposal. Notice that in 314 they are all distinct. So we know that the solution, and the Turing Machine agrees with it, that the solution should have no pairs. So let's go ahead and type that up in section E, and we'll say that the solution has no pairs. And specifically, we know it can't be the version that is a single digit repeated 3 times, since we do know we have an absolute largest. So, of course, if you have an absolute largest, can't have 3 identical digits. So we are looking at all distinct digits. Okay. Well, and I don't think that allows us to cross out anything. I think it's still pretty much up in the air. So let's go ahead and conclude this round. We did complete our 3 Turing tests. We're now going into the phase where we'll be discussing how to construct a good second round proposal. So as a reminder, notice we did not test criteria card A, establishing what the square digit is, or learning a little bit more about square. We also did not query how many evens there might be in our solution, but and of course it's still outstanding whether triangle or square is the largest. So again, as a reminder, we know that the sum of the first 2 digits must be smaller than 6. It would be interesting if perhaps maybe if we force square, well, not force, but if we establish square to be 4, that would then force triangle to be a 1 to stay below the sum of 6. And because they are all distinct, perhaps that would allow us to find out whether it should be a 2 or 3 in circle. So it could be something like 1, 4, 2 or 1, 4, 3, depending on how many evens there might be. That at least is what I'm thinking. I think if square were to be smaller, then yeah, maybe the no pairs would allow us to kind of whittle down what triangle might be. But I think it may be a little bit trickier. So let's see. Yeah, I wonder if, let's see, can we conclude anything? If we knew it was 4, square were 4, at least now we know that it would have to be the largest. So hopefully, maybe that would allow us not to have to retest B. But what if not? Well, let's give that a chance anyway. So I'm going to say 1, 4, 3. So 1, 4, 3. And let's just double check. Are either triangle or square the largest? Yeah, I chose square to be the largest. The sum of the first two is less than 6, and there are no pairs. Okay, well, let's give that a try. Well, let's test criteria card A and see. Okay, yes, so square is equal to 4, and that is criteria card A. So we'll say square is equal to 4, and that means we can cross out everything but 4. So let me just move this over. Hopefully this will be a little bit of a time saver. So crossing out 2, 3, and we had crossed out the 5. Okay, and because, well, it is 4, and it must be, I think it's safe to deduce that it must be the largest. So I'm actually going to come over here and cross out the triangle, and I'm going to put a note that we deduced that square must be the largest. So I don't think, well, actually, again, we know that triangle has to be a 1 because of the sum. If square is 4, the only way that sum can remain smaller is if we choose a 1 for triangle. So yeah, so it's got to be 1, 4. Now the question is, how many evens there are. So I did pick 1. Yeah, so let's go ahead. I don't think, yeah, there's no way to deduce. Well, we know circle can't be 1 because of the no pairs. And so, yeah, it does fall to circle being either 2 or 3 based on the number of evens. So let's go ahead and test criteria card C. And yes, the Turing Machine approves of there being only 1 even. So then here we're going to say we're going to deduce that the solution, well, actually, we're not deducing, it's actually a fact since the Turing Machine approved. So we'll just say that the solution has a single even. And so what that means is that for circle, we can't have 2, oops, let's see, solution, typed it in twice. The circle cannot be a 2 since we can only have a single even. So yeah, it looks like our solution is 143. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and verify with the Turing Machine. So we have 1, 4, 3. All right, fantastic. Well, how do we do versus a Turing Machine? Well, this is a 5 criteria card puzzle, and we did exactly 5 tests. That's always a good indication. We did do B, D, E in the first round, with B being the only incorrect response. And in the second round, we did the remaining 2 criteria cards A, C. So let's go type that up. So B, D, E in the first round. So again, B was incorrect. Both D and E were correct. And we did get that good second round proposal. It doesn't always happen. Okay. Wow, so we beat the Turing Machine by 2 questions. Okay, so definitely I would say criteria card A, we got fortunate that, yeah, it was exactly 4. Otherwise, we'd have to somehow figure out between 1, 2, and 3. And of course, that kind of led us to deduce that the largest was square. Okay, so obviously we had some good fortune, but good logic as well in solving today's puzzle. Well, what about you? How did you solve it? What criteria cards did you choose, and did you discover anything interesting that you'd like to share? Please add those thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up so that more people can find the channel. And of course, don't forget to hit subscribe to not miss out on any future videos. Well, until next time, have a great one.